Have you guys played Baldur's Gate 3? I mean, mechanically it's a great game, but why are the companions so goddamn horny? I mean, they're sexually harassing me, especially because they're ugly. I'm starting to get that meme with the lady, which has the Chad coming on, and it's like, hey, babe, how's it going? And she's like, oh my god. And then you have like the ugly guy coming up, and it's like, hey, babe, how's it going? It's like, oh, harassment. Yeah, like the characters in Baldur's Gate, they're incredibly horny. Like they, and they're ugly. That's the problem, right? Like I don't like any of them. I guess like the elvish lady, but she's a mid at best, and only because like everyone else sucks by comparison. And accidentally, I think I chose a flirt option with Gale. Gale is a male wizard. And after I chose that option, immediately, all the characters were like, oh, you and Gale, that's good, that's good. Oh, so you're a homosexual. I see, naruhodo. Oh, that's great, great. I'm happy to hear that you're a homosexual. Other than that, after you pass Act 1, I'm starting to notice a trend. Every single straight white character is evil. Like the NPCs, right? So outside of the guys in your party, you got Gale, you got that druid. Like besides the people in your camp, every single straight white man in the game is either incompetent, evil, or stupid. It's kind of like at one point I'm just calling them out. Like when I see straight white, it's kind of like seeing an orc. You know, you see an orc and you're like, well, this is an evil character. Kind of like that. Like when you see an orc that's not evil, that's the one that stands out. In the meantime, every single major faction leader is either a woman or a person of color. It makes for immersion breaking, I guess. Like, there's no problem with it. I'm not offended or anything. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, Baldur's Gate is bringing that shit. But it's kind of like spoilers. You know, it's like a spoiler alert. Oh, white guy. Well, I guess this is the evil character. So if they're trying to make like an interesting storyline, if they're trying to make something that, you know, like the butler did it, and you have to figure out. If you're locked in a mansion and there's 7 people and one is a killer, I'm like, well, the straight white man, obviously. Hello, biodiversity. Baldur is Norse? I don't know. Oh, hey, Monkey. Hold on, let me give a rest to Monkey. I like Monkey. Monkey is fine. And as a moderator, standard moderator. I'm not going to give him managing moderator. No one gets managing moderator besides me. Alright. Maybe it's better later. I mean, no, it's a good game, mechanically speaking. It's just that, I get sexually harassed by my party members. I wish there was a button that would tell them to stop. And, it's like a spoiler alert every single time I'm playing. Alright, so apparently X, which is Twitter, wants to remove likes. I don't know what it means though. Like, what does it mean? Like, do they want to hide the likes tab? So your likes tab on your profile will only be visible to you. Your likes timeline will also be hidden from the X archives. Your individual likes will still be visible on posts. Okay, so I initially thought that they want to hide this, right? So you have a lot of people on Twitter which are saying something incredibly stupid, like something monumentally dumb. And, you can't call them out on it, right? Like, there's no downvote button, but you usually get to see, like, if someone has 1.7 million views and it has 100 likes, you kind of can tell, well, that person didn't really say anything of value, right? Or if someone posts something and they get, like, 5 likes and I post under them and I get 100 likes, it's called ratioing. So I thought they want to get rid of that. No, I think, like, they want to get rid, like, if you're into furry porn and then you're liking that, it can be hidden. Which is kind of sad because a lot of people who are being very judgmental, you know, it's like, oh, Oh, you want Diablo 4 to have beautiful female characters? Oh, you must be obsessed with porn, aren't you? You must be a Kuma. Why else would you want Diablo 4 to have a beautiful female character if you have to masturbate on it? You know, like those individuals? If you go on their timeline, almost always, they're into furries. Almost always non-fucking stop, all the time, every time. Now they're going to be able to hide that from the public eye. So, I guess that's an interesting change. I want to show something else that I want to talk about, right? So this is pissing off lefties right now. It's a post that I made. Well, actually, a post that a follower of mine made, which has upset a lot of people. And when it upsets woke people, I like it, especially if it's within the terms of service, right? Like, the terms of service still allows you to upset people. So I enjoy it. Phil the Stampede has said something which upset a lot of normies. I oppose everything woke. Same as they oppose everything problematic. When you follow the money, it's Soros, BlackRock, and Vanguard. They cause ESG, ugly women, fat positivity, illegal immigration, censored anime, literally everything. I'm not blind fighting, I'm recognizing the issue from the top down and bottom up. It's all funded by the same people who've been causing societal issues for decades. So the reason that I'm pointing this is that this has always been a hypocritical issue. The left would boycott everything that's problematic, okay? Like over a joke, a lyric, an employee doing something in their free time. There was even a guy who got fired, lost his sponsorship because his dad said something racist years before he was born. They harassed VTubers for playing Hogwarts, make human chains in front of Chick-fil-A, boycott Pillow Company over CEO's opinions, complain that a video corporation has a sexy female character as their lead, Bayonetta, right? So this is what the left is doing. Non-stop. It has been doing this for years. And on the right, if you boycott a movie or you complain about a movie because some actor said something monumentally stupid and disrespectful, oh, that's review bombing. Oh, I see. If you don't want to purchase Bud Light, oh, you're a loser. You know, why don't you purchase? Are you a loser? Right? So, this all actually ended with Bud Light. Like, normal people realized, hold on a little bit, we actually do have something which is called consumer awareness. And as customers, we have the power to make a change. So I will refuse to be shamed by these people. If I don't want to buy a product for any fucking reason, I don't buy it. You know, like this whole thing, it's like, oh my god, you don't want to buy this game because you don't like the women? Oh, you're a Kuma. You're Khmer. You're a Khmer. I don't care. Yes, I'm a Khmer, but I have $70. And your company that you're shilling for is not getting any. Go tell the shareholders of Blizzard they ain't getting my money. I'll even do the, ain't getting my money. I am the Khmer. I am the Khmer. When they satisfy moi, when they give me something for me to enjoy, they will get my $70. But until then, no. Khmer Legion will prevail. Absolutely. I have absolutely no shame. You know, like the most interesting thing is when they say you are obsessed with pornography. And I'm like, okay, well, what is the normal consumption of porn, mister? Like, how much must I consume so that it is not an obsession? Like, one picture per day? What if it's one picture every 2 days? Like, which is the extent? How much do you consume? But no, obviously, it's a shaming tactic. Baldur's Gate 3 is a mixed bag. The gameplay is quite fun, but the characters are meh. Definitely not the worst I've seen. You the horny, the Githyanki chick just came out of the blue. The Githyanki chick almost tried to rape me. I gotta say. Like, the Githyanki chick, and it was like, these people don't even know how to do romance anymore. And ironically, like, this is the problem with the West. There is no more romance. Like, look at Walt Disney. They just can't. They can't make romance. The Githyanki chick, like, all of the blue is like, I want to taste you. I want to taste your body. You fucking hell, get away from me, creep. Prehistoric cave babies didn't have diapers. That is true. And Soros sees BlackRock and Vanguard. Oh, careful. You're going to get my channel demonetized. Was it really a chick? Dude, like, she is, like, just so ugly. Especially when you see her in her lingerie. But, like, no. Unironically, like, I was in the camp. you know, just talking with people and doing like yickety yak. I want to taste you. Oh, Dios mío. The other chica, the one with the burn issues. She's like, oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah, fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't like a lady with a potty mouth. It's not how a lady behaves. She's got the mental illness haircut, and she's like, fuck this, fuck that, fuckity, fuck. I mean, do you guys like that in a woman? Do you? Is it something you find attractive? Is it romantic? The male characters don't talk like this, by the way. Like, didn't her mother teach her not to curse? What is going on? We're talking about the characters from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't even know. It's like, if you're going to curse, at least use a slur. At least use a slur. Like, the saying fuck is not offensive anymore. The whole thing is, yeah, it is a turnoff, isn't it? The whole thing with using the F word, like, it used to be a time when it was actually edgy, right? So when South Park did it, it was shocking at the time. Like, you have a cartoon where, like, 4 kids have the mouth of sailors. And that was, like, very shocking. It was revolutionary. No one cares about the word fuck anymore. Now say the other words. Say the other F word. Do it. Do it, F word. Do it. Ah, you can't do it. You can't do it. Oh, okay. Well, if you can't do it, then you're not edgy. Like that is the thing, you know, with the, yeah, exactly, rotate the insults. But that's pretty much like the thing with insulting. Like, you gotta rotate it. And it's not only that, you know, it's fine to curse. Like, I'm not against a woman, like a female character cursing, but at least make it funny, make it hilarious. Hopefully the mods will fix the character models. Well, apparently, the game engine itself has like something with the armor and the clothing, and there's like clipping if you try to give them big boobs or something. The Tiefling Bard was one of the few legitimately pretty female characters, and of course she's a lesbian. Yeah, like there was a pretty Tiefling. I don't know if she was a lesbian or not, but like, all of the characters are mid, man. Like, you need to have very little self-respect to actually like a character from that game. You know, play Pathfinder. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I mean, that one has, like, some really strong and interesting female characters. It's got Arueshal. I mean, Arueshal is a goddess compared to these ladies. Let's see, what else do you have besides Arueshal? Even the Paladin chica in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a good character. Hell, even like, oh my god, like you have like that elf, which is a serial killer. I forgot her name, Camellia or something. Like, she's fucked up in the head. But like, even she is more of an interesting character than any of these ladies. Thought you were just against her cursing? No, it's fine. Like, you can curse. Like, you can have a female character that curses, but when she curses like it's a punctuation sign, it's like she's from the ghetto, low class, bad upbringing. I'm sorry, but she's she's not in my league. I am way above her. God may forgive you, but my wallet won't. Yes. Relying on the mods to fix stuff is why companies has gotten lazy. It's not even that. It's like companies are now banning mods that they don't like. So there was a mod which replaced the LGBT flag in Spider-Man with the American flag. That mod got banned. There was another mod in Baldur's Gate which made one of the black characters white. That got banned. Like it's so obvious that they are absolutely obsessed with social engineering people. Why else would they allow you to get a mod? Like, it's something that's on your screen, no one else gets to see it. The sanctity of your own bedroom, you paid for the game. Like, why would they not allow you to get a mod? There's no reason for it. There's literally absolutely no reason why they wouldn't allow you to get... Like, how fascistic must you be? How into controlling people must you be that you're upset that a mod exists? It's not just Nexus Mod. Like, there was another website that also banned mods. It's like, dude, understand the multiplayer game, right? Because like in a multiplayer game, if you're doing something bad, it ruins the experience of other people allegedly, right? So like, for example, I got a Discord server, right? Where people who are interested in my game gather. If I were to allow people to just talk like they do on 4chan, I may actually have customers that leave, right? So I can understand how it's like. Like I actually did have like 2 Turks that were joking with each other and they were using gamer words and stuff. And I had like over 10 or 20 people just leave the server. Bam, 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 bam. So it's bad for business, right? You tell the people like, no, shut the fuck up. If you want to use those words, use it in DM. I get that, right? Because it's a multiplayer thing. It's a business. You know, you don't want to advertise your Porsche and under there's a guy that's screaming the N-word. I get it. Like, the financial aspect of it. However, if it's a single player thing, like, why do I care what that Turk is saying in his DMs? He can shout whatever words he wants. Doesn't fucking bother me at all. You know, he can say whatever he wants in DMs. Google heavily wants us to be socially engineered by major gaslighting in search results. Yes. Like, but the thing is, like, they genuinely say that they want to social engineer society. Like, this is not a conspiracy or anything. They're flat out saying that they want to change behaviors. They want to change behaviors in companies. They want to change behaviors in the public. That's what it is about. They're the church. Like, the only other institution that wanted to social engineer behaviors was the Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church. But it is what it is, you know. Let's see, what else do we got? Look at this shit, right? I just want to show you guys the major gaslighting. This is supposed to be a woman, okay? In a major cartoon. If you actually remove the eyelashes and you remove like the earrings and they're 2 dudes. They're 2 dudes. Like, you want me to believe that these are tits? I'm willing to bet that if I remove the layer of clothing here, I will not get banned from YouTube, because this would be a guy showing the chest. I would file an appeal. I would be like, I have shown no nudity. But it's funny, like, they will say, okay, masculine women exist. Like, first of all, this is not a masculine woman. This is a masculine. Just that. It's just masculine. Alright? Like, it's not a masculine woman. The word woman doesn't exist. It's just masculine. But secondly, imagine a Mountain Dew commercial, right? So I got like this Mountain Dew thing here. Imagine if it was covered in soot, was covered in dirt. Maybe it's got some dog feces on it, right? And I drink it in front of you guys. And when people say, well, that's disgusting, that's vile, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, well, don't you think like dirty cans exist? And the answer, of course, like dirty cans exist, but why would I have to show it to you in order to advertise something, right? My favorite part was that there was a leftist in the comment section. And they basically said the following. Soda cans are made by men, so they don't exist in reality. And I looked at them through the screen. Like, I wish I could see the face of someone that said something so monumentally stupid. It's like, okay, so because soda cans are made by men, we can't show a dirty one on screen. But do you think cartoon characters exist in reality without being made by people? You fucking moron. Like no, seriously, like the left and its advocates are so used to being told what to think that they can't make a proper argument for the death of them. Because I will tell you what this is, alright? I will tell you what this is. This is them stealthily inserting certain characters into media to normalize them. Like, they call the process normalization. That's what they call it, right? So, basically, by adding the Californian look into the characters, by making them Democrats, they're trying to normalize this. That's what they are doing, right? This is not about entertainment. This is not about cartoons. This is not about, like, character. No. It's literally them pushing the message. when you say that you want beautiful female characters in cartoons, you are attacking the message. They don't care about the cartoon at all. Like, they do not care about any of this. What they care about is that you are attacking their process of normalization. They don't want you to drag attention over what they are doing. So that's why they will try to shame you, to shut up. Like, they will actually say, oh, you're a Khmer. Oh, only a Khmer would want beautiful female character. A Khmer, right? So, like, they don't really care whether or not you're a Khmer. They don't really care whether or not the cartoon is good. All they care about is the message and the fact that you're attacking it. So, this is the reason that they are so adamant on defending this. And it's got nothing to do with like, oh, well, yeah, but like women look like this in real life. And meh. These people can't even draw muscle ladies right. It's not even that. Like, they can draw them right. They can draw them right. They don't want to. Like, they want to normalize this. Like, I am willing to bet, like, this is literally what they went with. It's like, let's make a male character, and then we add a little bit of makeup, and we call it a female character. You get to notice this, and it's only in the Western entertainment. I gotta say, though, South Korea does the opposite. Like, South Korea will take a masculine character and feminize them, right? They will call it a femboy. But the thing is, like, femboys actually fucking sell. The market actually wants to see them, right? Ezreal, for example, from League of Legends. Let me see if I can find the picture of him. This is Ezreal. They made him a little bit more masculine recently. Here we go. Actually, even Ezreal is not that bad. But yeah. So, Ezreal from League of Legends, right? He is a guy, but he looks very feminine. And the thing is, like, the market wants this. Like, people buy these costumes. People enjoy it, men and women alike. But, like, he still has, like, masculine features. If you look at his face, it's still masculine. I mean, he's got a feminine haircut. The position in which he is being posted here, like, revealing the ass. Which, by the way, kind of destroys the whole, what did they call it? The Hawkeye initiative. Right? It's like, oh, well, if you show male characters in female poses, oh, no one would like it. Like, no, you're shit at drawing. You can show a male character in a female pose, like right here. You know, this is if you were to read the comic books, this is how a female character would be portrayed. But the thing is, like, this is not eye gouging. I mean, I don't find it sexually attractive. However, I don't dislike it either. Like, I can show that, I can see that this is good art. I can see that what they were trying to do here is cool. Right? And it's not like everywhere. That's the thing, because that's the problem with the other characters. It's everywhere. This is just Ezreal. Like, you get male characters in League of Legends. You got Darius. You got Swain. You got, like, many male characters, right? You got Ezreal here. But, like, in Western animation, almost every male character now is being, almost every female character now is being masculinized. I thought he was a female for the longest time. Oof. Talking about masculine women, just check Eloy. Eloy is actually a good example. Yeah, so Eloy, the thing with Eloy, right? Like why it actually works and why people like her. Despite the fact that she is obviously muscular, right? Her muscles aren't really that awful. But if you look here, I think like this is a great example, right? She's got a feminine face, number one. Number two, she's got big boobs. And then she's got the hips and long hair. So, you know, again, like I'm not really into muscular ladies and stuff like that. But this is definitely a much better design than the one that we showed earlier. Look at this, right? Like, oh my god, look, okay, now this one is actually great. I actually like this one. right? So you can tell that, yeah, like she's muscular and all, and they're going with like the muscle mommy. And by the way, there's men who like this, like it's a fetish and one. But this looks fucking cool. Like this is a cool character, right? She's got feminine features. She's got a feminine face. She's got beautiful eyes. She's got long hair. She's got big tits. The patriarchy will always win, yes. Too many muscles, they could spit it as a dude. Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. It's, no, I don't think you can spin it as a dude. No, it's the face. The face just completely makes it obvious that this is a female character. I'm not saying that Ilaoi is hot or anything like that. But in the world of League of Legends, if you put her next to Braum, she actually looks like a decent female character, right? So if you put Ilaoi next to this guy, she doesn't look out of touch. She doesn't look out of place. She actually, like by comparison, so Braum is like twice as big as all the other characters. Yeah. It is what it is. It's, But the thing with like League of Legends, again, it's not trying to send a message or anything like that. The thing with League of Legends is that it's just having a wide variety of characters, and that's fine. Like Street Fighter, for example, it's got Marisa. Marisa is just god awful, but I don't like Marisa at all. However, you have Cammy, you have Juri, you have Chun-Li. Like, you have options, right? The thing with Western things is that you don't get options anymore. Like, all the women look bland and ugly. Looks isn't the best waifu. The best waifu is definitely Akali. Final Fantasy does female characters right. Yes, like a lot of Japanese companies do it. Even the most buff women keep their other feminine features because they look good. Yeah, I mean, of course, that's another thing. Like, if you look at Western characters, they don't use makeup at all. I mean, look at this one, right? So going back to this, they don't use makeup at all. Like, they just have a little bit of eyelashes, but in reality, from what I know, women do their best in order to look good. Like if a woman looks like this, at least she would have like long hair. Right? You just put her long hair and put some makeup on and, like, at least make an effort. But it is what it is, Anyway. No, it's not Evelyn. I'm sorry. It's Akali. There's nothing better. Like, Akali is the supreme waifu. Waifu supreme. Okay. Let me go back on the Discord. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. So my artist just showed me something, and chat, speaking of the best waifu, the waifu supreme, I think we found her, chat. I think we found it. Look at this. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at it. This is the highlight of my day when my artist brings fresh bread. I mean, there's like, what can I even complain? What can I complain about? Like, my job is useless. I usually look at art and I have to say, all right, well, I don't like how this came out. Like, go redo it. Go do. There's nothing to complain. Like, this is perfection. Do you want me to zoom in? Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. Zoom. I don't think I can zoom in. This is the best I can do. I'm sorry. This is why you're going to have to squint. You're going to have to use the zoom that your mama gave you, which is to move your face close to the monitor and squint. I'm not going to take the mask off. Mask stays on. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the video game that I'm making, and then you can take the mask off. I'm not taking the mask off. Yeah. Zoom on, turn on, turn. Oh yeah, zoom, turn. I am a man of... How do I know how to make them, by the way? Like, how did I know that most of you guys will like it? Not a single person in the chat is like, oh my god, that's disgusting. How did I know, chat? Oh my god, I thought that beauty is subjective, and yet... How many people are in the chat? Let me check. 140 people. 140 people in the chat. Not one person said, oh my god, that's disgusting, V. What's wrong with you? How do I know these things? How can I, Like, apparently, Hollywood writers don't know, and Hollywood artists don't know, and yet... Demo, squishy. I've managed to do what no one does. Fuck, she's cute. God damn it, and she's supposed to be evil. Why is she like this, chat? Why is she like this? Why is she... Why is she omoshiroi when she's supposed to... by the way, like, I'm curious how much people would pay for this VTube avatar. Like, holy shit. Dude, that's... Oh, God. So good. Love it. Anyway, right. I'm going to salivate after we finish this. Did you know that you can buy Saints Row for free? When did it come out? When was this shit released? See, what if I... Again, look. The male-female character. Look at it. Like, everything about this is masculine. I'm willing to bet if you remove the makeup, it's going to look like a man, right? Everything from the male posture to the choice in haircut, everything is masculine. Like, this is everywhere. I'm not joking when I say this. Like, it's not my imagination. It's almost everywhere. And of course, you know, like, all the women need to have at least B-size breasts. This is Western art. Like, these are the requirements. This is how they're doing it. Despite the fact that the market keeps telling them no. And meanwhile, the men can be hot. Except for black men. Like this is something else that I noticed. Alright? So there are a couple of tropes that are going on here, which you see in Western media. And they're very unsuccessful, right? Like it's literally the reverse trope. Like the damsel in distress. It was the trope that Rita Sarkeesian was bitching about. But like the actual population, the gamers, like didn't even notice it's problematic before she brought it up. And secondly, most people didn't have a problem with it, right? But it was like the higher ups, the people, the intelligentsia that were upset. Okay, this is the reverse. The intelligentsia is happy with this, like they want more of this, and yet all the gamers are telling them to fuck off to the point where an entire studio went under. So what are the tropes? Well, we discussed about this one, the masculinized female character. The B-size breasts, like you're not allowed to have anything more than B-size. The black man, which is soidified, let's put it like this. Like almost every single black character that's a man in video games and TV show and comic books will have glasses, will have either a bow tie or a suit, and they're very weak. Weak as in non-masculine. You know, like if there's a house burning, they're the last one to go in there to save people. That's what I'm trying to say, you know, like they're doing their best in order to show them that they're the pacifist, right? Now there's nothing wrong with pacifism, obviously, but there are times, especially when you have like a video game that's supposed to be action-oriented, where you want the character to do something courageous, right? Like you want the character to do something brave. But not only that, like this is the only acceptable version of black characters in video games now. Like literally this, the soy-infested individual. You're not going to see like the Black Republican supporter. Meanwhile, the other man shirtless with perfect pecs. I mean, literally, like you cannot just find more of a stereotypical trope characters than this cast. Like the woman that's about to show you the penis right here, like she's wiggling her pants, ready to make you get on the knees. The corporate individual, which is constantly being oppressed by his boss, placing his hands over his testicles in shame. And look, this is like what's even more interesting. The female characters have male body language, masculine body language. The male characters have feminine body language. Like, it's astonishing, isn't it? Right? Like, this guy is eye candy, literally. Like, if you're a gay man and you see this, you're probably... like, if you're a gay man and a woman, you're allowed to get horny in video games. This is what they call safe horny. This is not for you, though. And again, like, it's so bad. Like, if I were to see this, okay? Like, this is what's fascinating me. If I were to see this, and I bring the complaints that I know the market will have, I get shot down. I'm a Khmer. I don't know what I'm talking. The studio went bankrupt. How did I know? How did I know that this game won't sell? I've never played it. I have no interest in playing it. I just took a simple glance at this trailer. I don't even know what's in the game. I haven't seen the trailer. All I did was see this picture, and I was like, nope. Apparently, many other people were like that, because now the company has gone bankrupt. Like, I've never heard of studios going bankrupt over a game. Until Forspoken, and now this. Thinking a lot about the Sex Step Fiancé story. If a person abused 80 cats and was the video doing this 3-to-1, wouldn't allow the person to own one. But yeah, but like, I said about things that are illegal, right? But like, let's assume that a person did, okay, so a person did abuse 80 cats, okay? And then for 2 other years, and let's say it isn't a crime. Like, it's not a crime to abuse cats. So this person abused 80 cats, and then they're trying to turn their life around. You know, like, they're regretting the fact of what they did. They feel a lot of remorse over it. And for 2 years, they have a cat, which they take care of. They don't abuse it in any way, right? Like, they feel guilty about what they did. And now they have another cat. And this cat, for 2 years, they never abused. They're taking it to the vet, whatever needed, and blah, 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 blah. Would you allow them to keep having it? I mean, if the person genuinely wants to change and genuinely feels bad about what they did, shouldn't they be given a chance? I'm just asking, you know, like, because I make mistakes, obviously not to this level, but I make mistakes too, and, you know, I used to be a furry, for instance. And I did stop being a furry, turned my life around, you know, like, should I not be given the opportunity of trying to change? You know, this one is like, I mean, do you not do anything that have you never done anything that you're not happy with and expect change? It's like, V knows his audience and listens to get money. It is what it is, you know? I guess I'm not going to get the ESG investment. Tell me, V, why can't commies work for their wishes like a woman on X you biffed with said she wanted to go to North Korea if someone pays, but if she really wishes, she could easily save up enough money to go there. Because they don't want to. Like, that's just talking points for their audience, right? Obviously, I don't even think an American can actually live in North Korea. Like, they will view you as if you're a spy or something, right? So I don't know if it's possible for an American person to actually go to North Korea and live there. Maybe it is. I don't know. Like if you go to North Korea and you're saying that you're fleeing political persecution in the United States or something like that, will they take you? Probably not, but there may actually be a reason that they will be like, you know, like, this person maybe actually be good PR. And they would be like, well, as long as you say what we want you to say and you're doing, like, this declaration and blah, 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 sure. But, like, once there, you can't leave, right? Like they will probably make you renounce your American citizenship. And once you're in North Korea, you're stuck in North Korea. Like, you're never going to be able to get out of North Korea, right? And most of your privileges, like the internet, the phone. I don't know if you still get, like how many North Korean friends you guys have on the internet. Right? Why do you think that is? Was I a furry for 8 years? God, I don't know. Oh, for 80 years. But that doesn't matter. like she wasn't in a relationship with other guys for 80 years. Like she said she had 80 other boyfriends. But you know, like here's the dumb question that I'm genuinely curious if anyone knows. If a woman is, let's say, the age of 25, what is the average number of boyfriends that she had, or sex partners? Because that's also an interesting question, right? I don't know the number, but like a 25-year-old American woman, what is the average number of guys she slept with? Right? Because you may find out that what this lady said isn't really that high. I don't know. Like, I genuinely like do not know what the number is, but we should find out before casting more judgment. Do you guys remember B.A. Baracus from the A-Team? That dude was awesome. I actually do not remember B.A. Baracus. Are you really trying to discuss us from the furry? What? You mean dissuade you? Hey, hold on. Let me see. Chat GPT. I'll ask Chat GPT. What is the average number in America? I wonder if it's even going to respond to this. It's a little bit of a spicy question. In the United States, what is the average number of partners a woman has by the age of 25? So of my last update, various surveys in the United States, and the number varies per survey, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, for women in the age of 44, it was around 72. Okay. So a woman at the age of 70, so a woman at the age of 44 is going to have around 72 sexual partners, and this is in 2018. I didn't want to know this, chat. What do I do with this knowledge, though? Like, what do I do with this information? It's an oddly specific number? No, they did a poll, right? They asked women, and then they did an average, I guess. I barely know 70 people by my 40s. But like, think about it, right? Like let's say, so if you're a woman, right? If you go on a nights out, you're going clubbing, and you want to find a guy to have a one-night stand, what is the chance that you're actually going to bring a guy home, if you want to? I think the chance is very high, right? Like, if you're a woman, and you're going out clubbing, and you want to go out and find a guy for a one-night stand, I think it's something that's doable, right? Now, let's reverse it. Let's say that you're a guy, and you want to go out clubbing and have a girl for a one-night stand. Like, what is the chance that you're actually going to get it that night? Well, it depends. But for the average guy, it's pretty low, right? So, if you're a woman and you can have sex whenever you want, with whatever guy you want, it makes sense that within a year, you're going to have sex with a lot of them. I mean, if you have with one a month, you don't have a boyfriend and you're single, you can have like 12 boyfriends a year, right? Now add that with 10 years, and you already managed to get like 120. So I do understand why the number is high. That was probably done in California, yeah? 1 out of 10 if you're a super hot guy, I see. Who would keep an accurate count when the number is so high? Unironically, like, I think I had sex, and I told this to my wife as well. She asked. I think it's like 14 or 15 women in total. And it's already difficult to count. Like, at one point, you start wondering, and you're like, if you can remember... But again, like, I have 34 years of age, right? So, in 34 years, I have managed to have sex with 14 different women, give or take. And it gets difficult to count. I can't imagine how it would be counting all the way up to 80. 80 people. Rookie number. I'm not using it to brag. Like, I don't even know what is normal. I don't know what the average is. I don't know, like, what is a low number, what is a high number. I'm not proud of it. Like, it's not something that I brag. It's just something that happened, right? It's kind of like asking me, like, in how many fights did I get? And then I start thinking, and it's like, okay, and then it's like, oh, it's a rookie number. Maybe, I don't know. But it is what it is, right? So, easy, it's 0. Refer to the story of the scorpion and the river. Yeah, but like the problem with that relationship is that the guy had a kid with her. So you already have a child with this woman. I mean, by this time, like, you had 2 years to figure it out. If you want to be with her or not. 22. When I remember is 61 years. I see. How many of the women were paid? None. Prostitution is illegal in Romania. But then ironically, like, I genuinely, like, do not understand paying for sex. Like, this is just... Like for me, part of the experience is the foreplay. Like, how do you do foreplay with a woman that you know that has been with so many people? Ugh. And not to mention, I think if I was paying for sex, I would have had higher numbers. I mean, at one point, you know, like, if you can just pay and pick, and you can go with different ones, right? So, were they during the furry years? No. Like, I stopped being a furry the moment I had my first girlfriend. But anyway, right? Let me see. Do we have time for something else? We do. We do have time for the research. It takes new fathers 2 years to feel happy. What the fuck? You know, it's interesting. Like, you have studies which try to find transgender remorse, right? So basically, people who have transitioned and they do not like the fact that they try. Those studies don't get funded. Those studies don't get published in newspaper. Those studies are buried. Meanwhile, it takes new fathers 2 years to feel happy. These studies are being promoted. Okay. Any new parents will tell you that having a baby can put great strain. Now study has revealed, for the first time dads, it takes 2 years to recover a happy relationship. It's called the terrible twos, isn't it? Thankfully, there's good news for blokes who want to have a larger family. Second time dads see satisfaction with their first relationship improve after just 2 months. The study, which involves surveys, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Fathers don't really have the same hormones that women do, right? So when you're a pregnant woman, you get like all these hormones that help you with the pregnancy, and they help you raise a kid. Like, you're going to feel... it's why it's called, like, the motherly love is the more powerful one, because it's also hormonal, right? And men don't have this, so it's a lot more difficult. Like the sound of a crying child in the middle of the night when you have work next morning. It's very difficult, right? And you also have to deal with the moody partner and all of that, right? It's difficult. I'm not going to say it's not. So I kind of understand why this is. Of course, the study was in Dresden, Germany. Similar to the first-time mothers, first-time fathers seems to experience a stronger relationship satisfaction decline during the transition to parenthood than second-time fathers. Yeah, because like, if you already gone through it once, it's easier to go through it again. Especially couples becoming parents for the first time should be prepared for changes in their relationship. The author had noticed that the research on the link between transition to parenthood and relationship satisfaction has mainly focused on mothers with their firstborn. They therefore wanted to investigate fathers with a particular focus on differences between first and second-time fathers. And the study shows that from 606 fathers, nearly all of whom were German nationals. The 500 first-time fathers making up the sample, and 106. The fathers who were the second time were a lot more happy. Okay. I don't know why you need like a research to tell you this when it's fucking obvious. Like, yeah, if you have to go to work next morning, you're going to be unhappy if the kid cries in the middle of the night. And if you don't get a lot of sleep, then you're going to be grouchy and grumpy, and that leads to arguments. Postnatal chemical imbalance and depression sets in. Postnatal depression isn't a given. Like, some women have it, some women don't. It really depends. It's not for everyone, though. So you may be lucky and not get it. Some animals can imitate a crying child. What, like cats? Yeah, mind-blowing research. Who'd have thought? I know. Anyway, right, I'm going to end it here because I got like many people from my game development team wanting to talk with me. So I will thank you guys for the super chats and for the donations. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.